This is the infamous island known as Little St. James, also called Epstein Island. Spread across 72 acres, this island had every kind of luxury imaginable. From lavish resorts to private docks, from libraries to cinemas, everything was available here. Some of the world's most powerful and influential people were frequent visitors to this island. But the truth is far darker. Behind the cover of parties and vacations, underage girls were allegedly exploited here. Reports suggest that underground tunnels were also constructed on this island. It is believed these tunnels served a specific purpose, either allowing staff to move around without being seen by guests or acting as escape routes for elite visitors. The ones who suffered the most were young girls and their families. But hearing the names of the powerful people involved, no one dared to speak out against them for many years. That silence was finally broken in March 2005, when a young girl named Courtney Wild showed immense courage and filed the first complaint against Jeffrey Epstein at a police station in Palm Beach, Florida. The evidence collected by the police, the FBI, and other investigative agencies shocked everyone. It included names of influential individuals, compromising photographs, and flight logs linked to Epstein Island. All of this evidence was presented in court and later became known as the Epstein Files. But the real question is, who was Jeffrey Epstein? Where did his immense wealth come from? How did he build connections with some of the most powerful people in the world? What else did the FBI discover besides the secret tunnels? And most importantly, on the night of his death inside a highly secure prison, was the failure of CCTV cameras just a coincidence? Or was there something more behind it? Welcome back to Global Cast TV. Viewers, this is the story of a man who started as an ordinary math teacher, but went on to become one of the most mysterious billionaires in the world. Jeffrey Epstein began his career in 1970 at the Dalton School, but his real rise began on Wall Street. He gained the trust of billionaires like Leslie Wexner, the owner of Victoria's Secret, and began managing their wealth. With millions in commissions and growing connections among the elite, Epstein built a vast empire of luxury, from New York to Florida. But behind this glamorous life was a dark secret. Using his wealth and influence, Epstein allegedly targeted and exploited young girls. This is the story of a man who appeared to be a billionaire to the world, but in reality was a dangerous criminal. From a massive private mansion in Manhattan to a 75,000-acre ranch in New Mexico and luxury apartments in Paris, Epstein's life seemed like a dream. But his true empire existed in the Caribbean, a 72-acre private island known as Little St. James. To reach this island, Epstein used his private jet, which the media later nicknamed the Lolita Express. But what really happened on this island? It has been claimed that many high-profile individuals visited as guests, while underage girls were brought there and exploited. Epstein's world was not just about money. It included some of the most powerful faces on the planet. Bill Clinton reportedly flew on Epstein's private jet multiple times, including international trips. Donald Trump was also a neighbor and acquaintance of Epstein in the 1990s, though their relationship later turned sour. Trump claimed he had never visited Epstein's island. However, one of the biggest controversies involved the British royal family. Prince Andrew was accused of abusing 17-year-old Virginia Giuffre at Epstein's direction. A widely circulated photograph of the two brought global attention to the case. As a result, Prince Andrew stepped down from royal duties, paid a multi-million-dollar settlement, and eventually lost his royal titles. From Bill Gates to Hollywood celebrities, many prominent figures were reportedly part of Epstein's social circle. The FBI recovered numerous CDs and photographs from Epstein's properties, raising suspicions that he may have used them for blackmail. However, no official client list has ever been confirmed by authorities. To this day, Epstein's connections remain one of the world's most puzzling mysteries. The truth about Epstein first began to surface in 2005, when a young woman named Courtney Wild bravely came forward and gave her statement to the Palm Beach police. The police investigation shook the world. It revealed that Epstein was not involved with just one or two victims, but had abused dozens of underage girls. And this is where one of the biggest failures in judicial history begins. In 2008, when Epstein should have faced life imprisonment, a secret deal was arranged. Then U.S. Attorney Alexander Acosta, along with Epstein's high-profile lawyers, kept the victims in the dark and negotiated an agreement that ultimately protected Epstein. As a result, Epstein received only an 18-month sentence. Shockingly, even during this time, he was given VIP treatment in jail. He was allowed to work in his office during the day and would only return to jail at night to sleep. After serving just 13 months, he was completely free. This deal not only protected Epstein, but also shielded his powerful associates, whose names are still believed to be hidden within the Epstein files. However, Epstein made a critical mistake. His arrogance and overconfidence led to his downfall. While trying to protect himself, he openly displayed his connections with powerful individuals. The media picked up on this, and details of the secret deal were leaked worldwide. He believed that money could silence the victims, but this turned out to be his biggest miscalculation. After Courtney Wild took a stand, many other victims found the courage to come forward. Together, they began challenging the 2008 deal in court. In July 2009, one of Epstein's victims, Virginia Giuffre, filed a civil lawsuit. She alleged that Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell forced her into abusive situations involving influential individuals. It is important to note that Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's close associate, played a major role in these crimes. She was responsible for recruiting underage girls, often targeting them outside schools by offering money and fake job opportunities. From around 2010 onward, reports slowly began to surface about how Epstein had effectively bought his lenient sentence in Florida. In 2011, a major media outlet published an interview with Giuffre in which she mentioned Prince Andrew. This revelation created significant controversy for the British royal family. By 2015, American media also began questioning why Epstein had received such extraordinary leniency. After years of silence, a major breakthrough came in 2018. Journalist Julie K. Brown published an explosive investigation revealing how the system had protected Epstein. The report caused widespread outrage across the United States. As a result, on July 6, 2019, Jeffrey Epstein was arrested once again. This time, no secret deal could save him. The court denied him bail. At this point, many powerful individuals feared that Epstein might reveal their names. But before the trial could even begin, shocking news emerged. On August 10, 2019, Jeffrey Epstein was found dead in his cell in a high-security prison in New York. The official report declared it a suicide, but the circumstances were highly suspicious. That night, the prison CCTV cameras were not working. The guards had reportedly fallen asleep, and Epstein had been removed from suicide watch just before his death. Soon, a slogan began echoing across the United States: Epstein didn't kill himself. Many believe he was silenced to ensure that the secrets of powerful individuals would remain buried forever. Although authorities ruled it a suicide, the case remains one of the world's greatest mysteries. After Epstein's death, attention shifted to his closest associate, Ghislaine Maxwell. Maxwell, the daughter of British media tycoon Robert Maxwell, was often referred to as Epstein's madam. She allegedly helped recruit, groom, and manage young girls for Epstein. Even after Epstein's death, the FBI continued its investigation. On July 2, 2020, Ghislaine Maxwell was arrested at a remote farmhouse in New Hampshire. While Epstein escaped justice through his death, Maxwell could not. In November 2021, emotional testimonies from victims in a New York court shocked the world. It became clear that Maxwell was not just an accomplice, but a key figure, possibly the mastermind behind the trafficking network. In June 2022, the court sentenced her to 20 years in prison. The judge made it clear this was punishment for crimes against children. Maxwell is currently serving her sentence in a prison in Florida. After Epstein's death, a compensation fund was created using his wealth. So far, over 150 survivors have received a total of more than $120 million. Epstein may be gone, but his files continue to shake the world. In recent years, especially around 2024 and 2025, the release of Epstein-related documents has reignited political debates and global controversy. It was promised that the Epstein files would be released. As a result, in February 2025, Attorney General Pam Bondi claimed that the client list was already on her desk. However, when the first phase of the release came out, the public dismissed it as a joke because there was nothing new in it. But the real shock came in November 2025. Both major political parties in the United States came together to pass the Epstein Files Transparency Act, giving the government a deadline of December 19, 2025 to release the remaining files. In December 2025, some of Ghislaine Maxwell's emails were made public. In those emails, she used a codename, the Invisible Man. Investigations suggested that this codename referred to Prince Andrew, who was allegedly using this identity while seeking out victims. Within thousands of pages of emails, an old claim by Epstein resurfaced that Donald Trump was aware of certain activities involving young girls. The White House dismissed this as a lie. However, new records indicated that Trump had flown on Epstein's private jet more times than previously acknowledged. When the December 19, 2025 deadline passed, around 30,000 pages of new data were released. But even then, over 1 million pages still remained undisclosed. A battle continues between the courts and the government. Some want the full truth to come out, while others, citing victim privacy, are accused of protecting powerful individuals. Today, Jeffrey Epstein is no longer alive, but the shadow of his crimes still looms over some of the world's most powerful people. Prince Andrew has lost his reputation and status. Ghislaine Maxwell is behind bars, and many billionaires around the world are still trying to explain their connections to Epstein. What began in 2005 with the quiet voice of a young girl has now become one of the biggest corruption scandals in modern history. One of the most controversial structures found on Epstein Island was a blue and white temple-like building. Although no illegal activity was officially confirmed inside it, its presence on such an island raised many questions. When the FBI raided the island in 2019, one of the biggest questions was whether secret tunnels existed beneath it. Investigators did discover underground utilities and tunnel-like structures, but their exact purpose was never clearly determined. In addition, unusual statues were found across the property, and CCTV cameras were installed almost everywhere. The question remains, were these cameras for security or for blackmail? There was also a helipad marked with a strange face-like design. Satellite images show a resort surrounded by palm trees, connected to the helipad and a private dock. During the raid, some unusual medicines were also discovered. Among them, hormonal drugs raised the most questions. Their purpose remains unclear, but their presence on a private island like this has fueled further suspicion. If Epstein were alive today, many of these secrets might have been revealed. Perhaps that is why some believe he was forced into suicide or silenced. And that is why the world continues to watch the Epstein files so closely. More files are expected to be released. New names may be exposed, and perhaps more powerful individuals could face justice. The story of Jeffrey Epstein teaches us one thing: money and power may hide crimes, but they cannot erase them. Justice may be delayed, but when it arrives, even the mightiest fall.
I think you're the devil himself.
No, but I do have a good mirror.
We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and share it. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you in the next video.